Okay, here I am again with Gabriel. This is your Saito FA-170R3. The last video I made called Disassembly Part 1. At that time I was under the impression I was going to have to do a lot further disassembly and there'd be other parts. It doesn't look like there will be. It looks like the only issue I saw was on that first cylinder I took off, which I think was the number 3 cylinder. So this thing works just beautifully. The bearings have been replaced. I didn't find any other anomalies when I was taking the other heads off. So basically all I've got is I just ordered 3 sets of valve springs and retainers. And I'm just going to basically just put all this stuff back together and take this thing out for a couple of break-in runs. So there's really not much to talk about here. And there's really not much to see because putting the head together, bolting it on here is really not video worthy. But Gabriel, this is for you, a status update for you, and any of those of you that are watching. If I do engines for you, and if you have a Gmail address, it has to be a Gmail email address. I can make short videos like this and just share them just with you. Make them a private video and I share it with just somebody with a Gmail address, but it has to be somebody with a Gmail address. I've tried it with other email addresses, and for whatever reason Google or Yahoo Google or YouTube just doesn't share to people with other email addresses other than Gmail. So anyway, that's all there is to this. The next video you see of this, in fact I may just throw it on the tail end of this, is the first break-in run of this engine. Okay, number 2 cylinder. Well, I hope this camera shows this. Shows some freaking damage here. I don't know how that happened or whatever happened to this engine. There's really nothing I can do about that other than just reassemble this thing and hope for the best and hope that this camera is actually showing that. I don't know if that happened during an operational issue or if somebody servicing it did that, but I was looking at this cylinder on the way to putting it back together and noticed that. Looks pretty gnarly, so we'll see. Okay, so this engine is reassembled now. All I've got left to do, and I'm going to take a quick break, is just set the valve lash, put the covers on, rocker covers on, and mount it to my upright, put a prop on it, and take it out and give it a run. Now, I've already done the carb. I reset the low-speed needle exactly as the instructions say, and I had to reposition the throttle arm a little bit for my stand. So the carb should be set up, and everything is oiled up, reassembled, and like I said, once I set the valve lash, we're ready to go.